Welcome to the Dankest Dungeon, where we play high-power Bracket 3 games of Commander. For this week's game, we're going to be playing with the PlayStation Commanders that we played with last week. If you didn't catch that game, check it out here in the upper right. Otherwise, let's go ahead and play. Hey, what's up? It's Jason, back again playing Kratos Atreus. And like any good video game, you can always make up for what you lack in skill by over-leveling the hell out of your team. Let's try it.
Howdy guys, it's Nate, back again playing Aloy. You know, they always worry about AI art in the cards and in your TV shows and everywhere else. Now what happens when the AI actually takes over the card game itself? Let's see if I can do that.
Hey guys, Steve back with Jin Sakai. Not only do I not play Esper, I did not play any of the PlayStation games, so I am immensely underqualified for this game. But I played a lot of Magic the Gathering, so hopefully that balances out and I can just kind of fake it till I make it.
Hey, it's Matt. I'm back playing Nathan Drake, Treasure Hunter. They've been printing a lot of really cool, like, rogues in both blue-black and black-red, and, like, they have a lot of synergy with stealing people's stuff and hitting them in combat and stuff, and I've been waiting for a little bit to find a commander that is both all of those colors and is a rogue, and this is that. I'm not sure it's the one I was looking for, but close enough.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Baron of Dice, who offer not only a wide variety of dice for your gaming needs, but also premium TCG accessories, including playmats and deck boxes with unique art and designs that you won't find anywhere else. Be sure to pay them a visit by clicking our affiliate link in the description below, and if you decide to make a purchase, hit them up with the promo code DANK at checkout for 5% off your entire order. For additional savings, be sure to check out their Pro Player Kit bundle options, where the more you buy, the more you save. You know what they say, you've got to spend money to save money, so get on it.
We all ready?
All right, everyone, time for level 2. I got an 8.
22.
God damn it, Nate, I don't want to go last again.
Too bad.
No.
Yeah, the deck's got like 40 lands in it. I'll keep this.
This hand's real slow. I'm gonna put it back.
No, because no colors.
Oh yeah.
This hand's fine. I'm gonna keep it.
Second one's better. Alright. Hey, the game is forever changed.
Again?
And it hurts me from the start. Here's a talisman of creativity. Go ahead.
Guess this is the most prime time turn one to get.
Do you have another soul ring?
I might.
What's it like, guys?
Peter Parker's camera enters with 3 film counters.
You can pay some amount of mana and copy target activated or triggered.
Yep.
I'll draw and be sad. I have a Scalding Tarn. I guess I'll wait. Go ahead.
I'm gonna draw. I'll play an Urza's Saga. I'm gonna pay 1 for Shadow Spear. Go ahead.
Can't believe after all of these months we're still looking for Urza. I'm gonna pay 3 and hurt myself even farther because life is nothing but a resource. Here is a Tezzeret, Cruel Captain. When an artifact enters the battlefield under my control, I put a loyalty counter on him. I'm gonna tick him up to 5 when I play the Seat of the Synod. That's an artifact land that taps for blue. 0 Tezzeret. I'm gonna untap this Talisman of Curiosity. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack go up with me in stock or something. I'm gonna draw a card. Go ahead.
Tap up, keep draw. I'm gonna play Polluted Delta as land for turn. I'm gonna crack Polluted Delta, and I'm gonna pay 2, and I'm gonna copy that ability with Peter Parker's camera.
Seems good.
Nice.
I'm gonna get 2 lands.
I'm just gonna play Honest Magic over here.
Don't you take away from my Kodak moment. That one is gonna come in untapped. 2 mana for Blade of Cells. Equipped creature has Myriad with equip for 4. Pass turn.
Fetch a Blood Crypt tapped. I'm gonna untap and draw Morphic Pool. I'm gonna cast a Shoreline Leader. It's a 1/1 rat rogue. It can't be blocked. When it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, then discard a card unless there's 7 or more cards in my graveyard. There's 1 right now. I'll pass the turn.
During my first main phase, let's look at an additional counter. I'm gonna lose 2 life to play Hallowed Fountain untapped. I will then pay 2 for a Talisman of Conviction. Taps for a red or a white if I lose a life, or it taps for colorless. Go ahead.
I'm gonna play this Rejuvenating Springs as my land for turn since I have ops. I'm gonna downtick Tezzy. I'm gonna search my library for an artifact with mana value 1 or less. I'm gonna grab a Ring of Fetch Me Their Souls. Tap 1. Tap for the Soul Ring. I'm gonna cast a Darksteel Juggernaut. It's indestructible, its power and toughness equal to the number of artifacts I control, and it attacks each combat if able. Hey, it's a spell with mana value 5 or greater. I'm gonna draw a card. Soul Ring and Darksteel entered. Hey, Tezzeret gets some more loyalty, because he likes when those things enter. Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Arcane Sanctum is land for turn. And I will just cast Jin. I have no more actions past turn.
I'm gonna untap and draw. Land for turn is Training Center. Go to combat. Technate for 1. When deals combat damage to you, I'm gonna draw and discard. I'm gonna discard this Trader over here. Gemstone Caverns. I'm sure I won't regret that in a minute when I miss a land drop. I'm gonna cast Thada Adel, Acquisitor. It's a 2/2 Island Walk. Rogue. Deals combat damage to a player. I get to grab an artifact from their library and exile it, and then I can play that card until end of turn.
Thank goodness I get to get my soul ring this turn.
I was thinking it. Pass the turn.
First main phase, there's a Saga go off. I'm going to float a colorless. It's going to search for an artifact that costs 1 or 0. I'm going to put a soul ring into play. I'm going to play an Exotic Orchard as my land for turn. It's like a Felwar Stone, but it's a land. I'm going to use mana to cast Kratos. He's a 4/4. I guess we'll equip Shadow Spear to him. He now has +1/+1, trample, and lifelink. Go ahead.
I'm gonna play this Darksteel Citadel as my land for turn. It's an artifact. I'm gonna cast Aloy, Savior of Meridian. Vigilance Reach. Whenever one or more of my artifact creatures attack, I discover X, where X is the greatest power among them. On cast, I'm gonna draw from Beanstalk. Here's an Ornithopter of Paradise. Taps for mana of any color, and it flies. Hey, it's an artifact. Tezzeret. Going to go to combat. Jason, here's a 6/6 at you.
Alright, I'll take 6.
On swing, I get a Research Thief, so it's actually 7. Tezzeret will get a counter when that enters. I'm going to draw from Beanstalk, and then Research Thief. When an artifact creature I control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So I'm going to draw a card because this hit you.
Sure wish I had 8 mana instead of 3.
I'm going to 0 Tezzeret. I'm going to untap the Darksteel Juggernaut, and then if I untap an artifact creature, I put a +1 counter on it. Go ahead.
Draw for turn. Island is land for turn. Sword of Hearth and Home. Crypt creature gets +2/+2 and is pro green and white. When it deals combat damage to a player, exile up to 1 target creature I own. Then search my library for a basic land card, put both cards onto the battlefield under my control, and then shuffle. Put the swords onto Jin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run it at Matt.
I'm gonna block. I don't care.
Ready? It's main 2. Let's bounce Tezzeret back to your hand.
Oh, I have a Tezzeret that is returned to my hand.
Pass turn.
36. I'll put in the Soporific Springs untapped. 2. I'm going to play Grenzo Havoc Razor. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, choose 1 goad target creature that player controls, or exile the top card of that player's library. Until end of turn, you may play that card. I'm going to go to combat. Steve, take this 1. I got a couple of triggers. I'm going to draw and discard. Discard minus Morgul, and then I will goad your commander.
Roger that.
Second main, I have an entire Dimir Signet, and I'll pass the turn.
I'm going to play an Odawara Soaring City as my land for turn. Go to combat. I'm going to swing 5 on Steve. I get an experience counter. I'll gain 5 life. I'm going to pay 3 mana for a Staff of Completion. I could pay life to do a variety of things, including drawing cards, untapping stuff, making mana. Pay 3 for my other commander, Atreus. It's a 2/4 with reach. I can pay 3 and tap him to draw cards equal to my experience counters, then discard a card. And I forgot to mention it last game, but he also deals 2 damage to each opponent when he does that. End of my turn, trigger my commander. I'll give a +1/+1 counter to Atreus.
Everyone's favorite, Tezzeret's back. I'm gonna 0 Tezzeret, untap the ring. And Uthros Research Craft. Has station, will do things when it becomes stationed. Tap my commander, we're gonna station it, put 3 counters on Uthros. So now, whenever I cast an artifact spell, I draw a card and put a charge counter on the spacecraft. I have 1 floating. Here's an Ethereum Sculptor. My artifact spells cost 1 less. Hey, it's an artifact. Hey, it's an artifact. I'm gonna draw. Here's an Island for turn. Here is Urza, Lord High Artificer. We found him, guys. He showed up after someone finished reading his book. When he enters, I make a construct that is a 0/0 and gets +X/+X, where X is the number of artifacts I control. That is an artifact entering. Tezzeret gets bigger. Spacecraft gets bigger. Good draw. Combat.
Steve's open.
Jason.
Goddamn.
Here's an 11/11 at you. Matt, here's a 3 in the air. On swing, I'm going to discover 11. I have discovered Sai, Master Thopterist, so I can get even more artifact tokens. 2 artifact creatures that dealt damage. I'm going to draw 2. End step, discard this Farseek. Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Glacial Fortress. Guess we just go straight to combat. Jason. Jin Sakai is coming at you, and he has double strike.
I'm going to lose 2 life. I will Pongify him.
On main phase 2, pay 2, Zorius, Signet, recast Jin.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll get one of these swings in eventually.
And pass turn.
I'll untap and draw. Land for turn is Misty Rain Forest. I'm I'm gonna pay 4 mana for Gonti Night Minister. Whenever a player casts a spell they don't own, that player creates a treasure token. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of my opponents, its controller exiles the top card of that player's library. They may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. Mana of any type can be spent to cast spells this way. Go to combat. I'm going to attack Nate for 1.
I shall take the one, because it can't be blocked.
Neat. I have a couple of triggers. I will trigger so that they resolve Grenzo last, Shoreline Leader second, and Gonti first. So I'll exile your top card. Then I'm going to loot with the Shoreline Looter, discard the Steam Vents, and then I'm going to goad your Construct. That's it, go ahead.
I'm going to play an Ancient Tomb as my land for turn. I'm going to go to combat. I'll swing on you for 5, Steve.
Pick 5.
I'll gain 5.
When you deal combat damage to him, you get a stop card.
Also, when he swings, I'll get an experience counter. Red, and 2, losing 1 life to the Talisman. Ogier, Axonel, Deepest Might. This is a 4/4 trample. It's a god. If a red source I control would deal an amount of non-combat damage less than its power, deals equal to its power instead. When it dies, it returns to the battlefield as a land on its backside. 2 life into Ancient Tomb to equip Shadow Spear to Atreus. Go to my instat. I'm going to put 2 counters on Ogier Axonel. Go ahead. Are you enjoying our content? Want to help support the show? Consider joining our Patreon for some dank benefits, including access to our full deck list, voting privileges for polls, shoutouts at the end of our videos, and more. Don't want to give us any money? We get it. Subscribing to the channel, liking our videos, and commenting down below also help as well, and are totally free. Thank you so much everyone for your support. Let's get back to the video.
I cast a Nettle Cyst. Living Weapon. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact or enchantment I control. On cast, Megathopter. 2 artifacts enter, he gets 2. This is on cast, so I get 1. Draw. Cost is reduced by a bunch. I'm gonna cast a Metalwork Colossus. Cast. Get another Thopter. That gets a counter. He gets 2 counters. Draw from the Research Craft. I draw from up the Beanstalk. Cast a Liquid Metal Torque. Cast. Megathopter. Draw off of Research Craft. Cost is reduced by 4. Thoughtcast. I'm gonna draw 2. I'm gonna draw 1 off of up the Beanstalk. Play land for turn. Going to cast an Overwhelming Stampede. Until end of turn, creatures I control gain trample and +X/+X where it create.
You can have a bird instead.
I cannot have an Overwhelming Stampede. That's fine. But I do get a bird. Tap the Nettle Cyst. I'm going to put a metric ton of counters onto the Research Craft. I'm going to equip the Nettle Cyst onto the Research Thief. Going to go to combat. Research Thief at you, Matt.
Sure.
Research Craft at you, Steve. 2 giant on the ground at you, Jason. Before any of this, I'm going to discover a Monty. Cascade, spells I cast with a converted mana cost 6 or greater have Cascade. This has Cascade. So on cast, I'm going to draw from up the Beanstalk. Cascade into a Basalt Monolith. 18, 17, 17, 21. Because this is an artifact.
I'll take 21.
Well, I'm hoping a board wipe's coming, otherwise they're screwed. So
I believe that's true for everyone.
I lied to you. 1 more each because this is cast. Makes a Thopter.
I'm going to block each of these, and then in response, I'm going to lose 2 life, activate Atreus. I'm going to draw 2, and then discard 1. He's going to deal 2 damage to each of you, but instead, he's going to deal Ogier's power to each of you, which will be 6. I will gain 18, and then he will block. I will gain an additional 3. I'm going to discard Relic of Legends. And then these will both die. Ogier will come back as a land. Temple of Power. I can tap it down a red. I can pay a red and 2 to transform Temple of Power back to Ogier. Activate only if a red source you control dealt 4 or more non-combat damage this turn, and only as a sorcery. 2 gods died. I will get 2 experience counters.
You get to exile 1 card from the top of his deck because it doesn't count for me and you didn't deal damage to him.
I'm going to cast Chimmel, the Inner Sun. Spells I control can't be countered. And at the beginning of my end step, I discover 5. This gets bigger. On cast. That gets another counter and I draw. I draw from up the Beanstalk. I make a Thopter on cast, a Cascade, into a Beast Within. Beast Within Kratos.
I'll get an experience counter.
I'm going to 0 Tezzeret. Untap the Research Craft. End step, we'll discard some lands and a Worldly Tutor. And we'll discover 6, discovering Foundry Inspector. Cast the Foundry Inspector, have 2 Thopters now. Discarding a Shardless Agent. Go. Now, boys, we get board wiped.
I sure hope so.
I sure hope so.
What goes on Jin? Blade of Cells goes on the Beast.
Nice.
Jin's going at Jason again. The Beast is going at Nate. We'll give him double strike. We'll give him unblockable.
We also each have a beast coming at us. I'm gonna block mine with my 3/4.
I'll take the beast.
And then I'm going to pay 2 and I'll copy one of the card draw triggers.
When you deal damage to each of them, you get 1 card and 3 cards.
Also going to get 2 basic lands from the Sword of Hearth and Home. And return. Throw me throne. Naming human.
Nice.
That'll be it for me.
End step, I'm gonna go fetch for a last-ditch surveil. When this technological land comes into play, I'm gonna surveil 1, and it is not very good, so I will send it away. Go to my turn. Land for turn is Volras Stronghold. Combat time, this 1 unblockable is going at Nate. I will send these 5 at Jason, just to get maximum cards out of this. The triggers are all going to be exiling cards as well, so I need to stack these in important orders. Grenzo, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of that player's library. Until end of turn, you may cast that card, and you may spend mana as though it were any color to cast that spell. I'm gonna get 2 from Jason and 1 from Nate. These are face up. Those aren't very useful. Gonti, gonna do the same thing, but they're face down, and I get them forever. Looter is going to let me draw a discard. I'm going to discard Soon Quan, Lord of Wu. So the only thing I can afford to do is overload Jason's Vandal Blast. I'll get a treasure.
All right. I am gonna pay my activators.
The long shot.
Damn. Monsters Vortex. We feel pretty Vandal Blasted.
Are you going to be casting any of these?
I am in fact going to cast the Warring Triad. This is a 5/5 flying trample haste. As long as there are fewer than 8 cards in your graveyard, it isn't a creature. But I have exactly 8. Since I cast a spell I don't own, I get a treasure back. And I'm going to pass the turn.
I'm going to play Steve's Plains for turn. A 6 mana for Kratos.
There he is.
And I'm going to pass my turn. He will get 5+1/+1 counters. Go ahead.
Here's an Inventor's Fair. So I'm going to cast an Ugin, Eye of the Storms. When I cast a spell, exile up to 1 target permanent that's 1 or more colors. When I cast a colorless spell, exile up to 1 target permanent that's 1 or more colors. So on cast, I'm going to hit Kratos.
Okay.
You also get to draw a card and cascade.
Yep, draw first off of Up the Beanstalk, and then I'm going to cascade, thanks to a Monty. I'm going to cascade into a Copper Mirror, tap the Thopter for blue. Going to go ahead and cast the Sensei's Divining Top. On cast, we're going to go ahead and hit Gonti.
Sure.
Cast a Swiftfoot Boots, make a Thopter, put 2 counters here. I'm going to go ahead and hit the Shoreline Looter. 0 Ugin to add 3 colorless to my mana pool. Use it to cast Iron Spider Stark Upgrade. Cast, we'll hit the Grenzo, make a second Thopter, 2 counters on 2 Tezzy. Go to combat, swing the bird at Steve, Aloy, and the Darksteel Juggernaut at Jason. On swing, I'm going to discover into a 1 with the machine. I'm going to draw cards equal to the highest converted mana cost among artifacts I control. I'm going to draw 5 cards. 11-11, 3-5 at you, Jason, 2 in the air at you, Steve.
I'm going to declare no blocks.
I'm going to Pongify your bird.
Oh, I got a Pongified bird.
Another chance for a real board wipe.
4. Cast a Joyer was familiar. Make a Thopter. 2 counters here. I'm going to hit Jin with Ugin when I cast a colorless. Tap the Thopter, cost reduced for 1 for this Arcane Signet. Make a Thopter, add counters here. I'm going to hit the Beastie, because that's still alive. And say go.
Play Jason's Sea of Clouds. 4. Vidalican Archmage. Orsov Signet. Trigger the Mage. Draw a card. Thought Vessel. Trigger the Mage. Bloodforged Battle Axe. Trigger the Mage. Draw a card. A little late in the game for this, but open the Armory. Guess I'll just threaten you.
There's a Vorpal Sword.
I'm gonna draw a card. Waste all around.
Land for turn is Jason's Scalding Tarn. I'll crack it and go to 2. I'm gonna get a basic. I will cast Staff of Eden Vault's Key. When Staff of Eden Vault's Key enters the battlefield, put target legendary permanent not named Staff of Eden Vault's Key from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. I will choose Shilmel, the whatever son. It's mine now. I get to die with it. Tap. Draw a card for each permanent you control but don't own. That's 2. I will discover 5 at my end step. Tiny Bones, the pickpocket. There he is. That's gonna be it.
I'm going to lose 2 life. Pay 3 for a Search for Glory. I'm going to search for glory.
Neat.
I'm going to get Ogier Pakpatik, Deepest Epoch, since there's nothing else in my deck that helps at all. I'll go ahead and cast that, because why not? And then that'll let my Minas Tirith come into play untapped now that I have a legendary creature.
Nice.
Go ahead.
And at your end step, I'm going to spend the top by tapping Joyer's Familiar. On my upkeep, I gain a life from Inventor's Fair because I have 3 more artifacts. My land for turn is going to be this Urza Saga. I'm going to cast a Forsaken Monument. On cast, we're going to hit Ogier.
Okay.
I'm going to draw a card. This is going to get 2 counters. That's going to go by 2. Colorless creatures I control get +2/+2. When I tap a permanent for colorless mana, I add an extra colorless. And then whenever I cast a colorless spell, gain 2 life. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to swing Joyous Familiar and 2 Thopters at you, Steve. 3 Thopters at you, Matt. Darksteel Juggernaut, Aloy, a Beastie, Iron Spider, Urza, Emote,
Don't forget the
Beastie, and the rest of the gang on the ground at you, Jason.
All right, I'll die. We all dead?
Yes, I am dead.
So in this game, Nate is able to get way ahead of everyone, and despite a Vandal Blast setting him back a little, no one's able to catch up. Hope you all enjoy that. See you next time. Thank you, patrons, especially Jacob M., Paul K., Jared R., Andrew S., and Jared N. And thank you to the rest of you as well.